Hello, welcome. My name is Ishia Lin. Let's talk about the dance journaling practice. It's a way of self-discovery. It's a way to bring dance back to its origins, which is it's a medicine, it's a healer, it's a teacher, it's an oracle. This is the ancient ways of dance. So dance journaling is a way to use dance to discover more about the world, about yourself, about what your body and your life needs, and to experience more deeply the internal landscape of your emotional and physical body, as well as the spiritual connection, interconnections with the world around you. Having a dance practice is one way to work with dance. Adding in the journaling is something different. So to have intention and dance is a beautiful thing on a regular basis. To use the dance as a way to discover, to intentionally draw out wisdom, beauty, inspiration, poetry, discovery about yourself, healing, self-healing, is a practice of using the dance in a very specific way. So let's get into a couple ways you can do that. There are a couple ways to do the dance journaling. You can dance, do a dance practice, and then journal. You can make the dance the actual journal and videotape it. Or you can do a combination of both, which is what I tend to do because dance tends to be an oracle for me and a teacher and a healer. So I do the healing part and I journal, and then I video it to have a witness and to hold space and draw new aspects of movement out of me. And then I watch the video and then journal. So I journal about my experience. I journal about the experience that the dance brings up to me and witnessing it. And it's a very powerful process. I want to talk a little bit about the powerful process that it is. Journaling your dance can help you get unstuck, because it starts to help you see yourself and discover yourself. It can help you to listen to your body a little deeper. When you know that you're not just dancing for fun or just dancing. I mean, even then things come through. But when you're intentionally dancing, to listen, you know, when you have your special journal and you're going to sit down and write in it, you know that you're inviting your body, your brain, your psyche, your inner muse to come out and to bring inspiration in, through your writing. So this is the same thing when you set up a dance journal practice. You're intending for your dance to be a personal experience, a personal deepening, personal growth, creating some poetry, finding discovery and nuance of yourself, of the world. And so dance becomes your journal. Dance becomes the place that the words pour through, the stories pour through, and then you can capture them, or you can, when you're videoing. So for me, videoing helps me to, let go of trying to remember what's happening in my dance. I just let the dance happen on video, and when I watch the video, I can remember. It's like little visual cues for the different stories or the different teachings that were coming through. I can remember from feeling my body moving through space, and I see it on the screen. I can actually see and feel the wisdom or the teachings that came through the dance or the healing. So it's a powerful process of finding new inspiration. And if you are a dancer, a professional dancer, it's a wonderful way to discover, or a teacher, a wonderful way to discover new choreography. Wow, this rainy day is making me tired. So the other thing that I feel more important than that is discovering parts of yourself that don't get permission in our world to express itself, and to have a living, breathing video experience of that, a journal, is pretty powerful. It's pretty powerful. Now, like with all journals, I don't have so many journals in my storage unit. You know, there's times when you have to go through and get rid of things. And sometimes you have to go through, if you create this video journal, go through and get rid of things or repurpose it. So, wonderful way to track your journey as a person. Now, remember, you can use the video aspect or not. I find the video to be essential for my dance journaling because the actual video becomes the journal for me. But again, the dance can become the oracle that you write from. And again, like I said, I weave the writing, the dancing, and the videoing together. So the camera acts as the witness, as I've said, but it actually also creates, like, it's holding a space for you. It's very interesting. It's holding a space, and it almost like draws you out, just like an audience would. It's like your own little private audience. So that's another aspect of the video, is that it draws you out. It welcomes you forward, and it brings you into the mindset of your dance being this beautiful offering. So there's different ways to dance, right? So sometimes we're just doing our own private healing. You don't need to video that. And sometimes I do, as a teacher, to have moments of demonstration. But sometimes we need that time where it's like just you and nature, no devices. So this is not that moment. This is when you're, maybe after you've done that and you want to share a little bit of it. And sometimes the dance journal can be more direct and say, I want to do this empowerment piece. It's a piece of my sensual power, and I want to like gift that to you. Then the video can become very specific for journaling your gift. So again, many ways. All right, so let me tell you how I use dance journaling in my work. So just a reminder, the video helps you to feel like there's a space being held for you, that there is a witness, and it can draw you out, not out of your experience or drawing out, but draw you into a deepening of it can draw you in too. It just really can deepen your experience, knowing that there is a witness and a container that the camera can provide. So if you choose to use the camera and have these clips of your work, sometimes going into the very deep healing dance journeys are wonderful and profound on film. They might not be something that you share all the time. Now remember, the video is being used as a tool, and it can be up to your discretion whether you ever share these videos or not. They can be just a personal journal, a personal teacher for you when you see it. So it's really up to you. But this idea that the dance becomes a source, an oracle, a source of wisdom, a source of medicine that you are gathering, a source of discovery, is what we are discussing, and that being the journaling process. Now, in my in my work, in my groups and my online programs, I use journaling, dance journaling a lot because it helps us to learn and discover from each other. It helps us to get to know each other and cheer each other on. And specifically as a teacher and guide and coach, when you share some of your journaling, dance journal videos with me, I can see so much just because I've been trained for decades on the body and yogically and somatically. I can see a lot what's happening for you in your body, and I can support you in a better way simply by being able to see what your body is telling me, the stories your body's telling me, the wisdom, the contraction, the emotion, the expression. There's so much to the trained eye and the trained feeler that we can see through your dance. And it's a very powerful tool to help me help you. And in the same respect, when you have your dance videos, it's a way for you to help yourself when you witness your body in motion. And not only is it bringing through wisdom and poetry and guidance and teachings, it's telling you its story, the story of your body and what's happening. And so you can read your dance, you watch your dance, shift out of the critical mind of our culture of like, is it good or bad? Is it sexy? Fuck that. If you're committed to that kind of journaling, I would say don't do this practice. And I feel really stern about that. Of course, our mind goes there, and so bless that. But the commitment to practice moving out of the critical, the critiquing mind and into listening to the story your body is telling you as you're watching. Again, dance then becomes a healer, a teacher, a guide, an oracle. So help yourself, support yourself, or get the support in shifting out of the critique and critical mind into the mind of discovery, the mind of listening, watching and listening with your eyes, listening to the body with your eyes. And you will get so much out of witnessing your dance journal entries. Again, if you prefer not to have a visual journal, you can always dance and then actually physically journal. But again, for me as a teacher and guide and coach, somatic coach, it is so useful to have these dance journals, the specific video journal. All right, so that feels like enough for now. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. And certainly this process brings up self-doubt, self-consciousness, all of it. And because it's brought up in the process, it actually is a great healer of self-doubt and self-consciousness. And we can help rebuild that sense of confidence in the body, of presenting self, of being ourselves more. And so, yes, it can bring that up. That is not a sign not to do it. It's a sign to dive in and keep going. And of course, if you need a guide, I am here for you. All right, many blessings. And if you have any questions, and again, these can be worked with in many ways, but you need to be the final word and discernment. Oh, one more thing. You can use these images. You can use the video. You can take stills out of the video, and it becomes a wonderful little peek. So if you're feeling self-conscious with sharing the video, if you're in a group or something, you want to kind of share the writings and just have a little visual aid or illustration, you can cut out some of the stills instead of the whole video if you're feeling more vulnerable about that. And sometimes the stills can really share quite a bit. And as a teacher, if you're a teacher of dance, these video journals are like gold to have demos for our students, finding choreography or demonstrations for your students to learn from you. the healing process and the spiritual process of dance. Again, questions, let me know. Heading off. Sending love. Mwah. Till next time.